doing OnlyFans,
Yes.
you'd be okay?
But it depends on what you did, because for me,
Like what she did.
no, if for me I'm okay with my daughter doing OnlyFans because I'm doing it, right? But if it's someone who has a daughter and they're not doing OnlyFans and her daughter's selling all that stuff online, they might not be as okay with it. But even if I wasn't doing OnlyFans, I'd say I would be okay, because I have the same mindset where if that's what you want to do, then that's what you're gonna do, then you're gonna have to deal with it.
Okay, we have another chat here from Who Cares. Sorry, I have to step in. I'm a first generation Asian American, not born in America. I did not denigrate. Sorry, I did not denigrate myself to do these kinds of things to make money. Your dad would disown you in a heartbeat. Your response?
You wouldn't. Maybe yours would, but mine wouldn't.
Do you think it'd be? I'm like, this conversation has come up before on the show.
Then why do you hide it from him?
Come on.
Because right now I'm still unsure of how to tell him. There's obviously been plans of telling him, my family in general. As of right now, I'm unsure. And I'm only...
Because he's going to be upset, right?
Yes, he's going to be upset, but
Why? Why is he going to be upset?
Because his daughter is selling her body online.
Yeah. And do you think any father ever wants that for their daughter?
No.
No. That's why he's going to be upset, right?
Yeah.
You know why? You know why he's going to be upset more than anything? This is what the chatter was saying, is because you're shaming him. You're bringing shame to his family name. That's why he's going to be upset.
Also money. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that perhaps this is a problematic idea in modernity for many women, but you can't buy a sense of family pride. And when you're talking about shame, men will pass on millions of dollars if it's from something that is shameful. For instance, if somebody offered to pay a man to sleep with his wife and was willing to give him $2 million, they're going to say no, right? They're going to say no. So
How is that relevant?
well, because somebody brought up money.
Is somebody
right?
asking to sleep with her in real life, or sleep with, that's not really a fair analogy.
The analogy was about shame and money. The analogy was not.
I would pick a different example.
In regards. Well, I don't care what you would pick. It's analogous because we're talking about money, so it doesn't matter what you would pick.
All right.
So you know what? Why don't you pick the analogy then, and I'll just use that. Pick whatever analogy you'd like.
I just feel like it's inappropriate to be discussing the dynamics of someone else's family, like I said previously.
Why not? Why is that inappropriate?
I just think, to me, if someone were to bring up
Is that the first time you've ever done that? Just think. So anyway, back to where I was at before I was so rudely interrupted. I'd like to jump back into this and just tell you about the idea of shame. Yes, it's gonna bring him a lot of shame. He's gonna be very upset. That's all. That's why you haven't told him, probably, as you know that, right?
I would agree with you on that. Yes. Obviously, there's going to bring shame, and you're correct. That's why I haven't told him what I'm doing. But I don't know. In my mind right now, I just want to be able to provide for them, provide for my family. Even yes, this way that I'm doing what I want to do is not logically or accepted in our generation, but everybody has their way of making money. And you know what, I think if that's how you want to make your money, then just do what you have to do, right?
Before you
if your dad was a hitman for the mob and he said, I just do that to support my family, would you tell him, Dad, I'd prefer you didn't do that to support your family?
But would he stop?
Yeah, I think if there was a significant amount of pressure, social pressure from your family unit, that it tends to change behavior, just like if you have a family member who's an alcoholic or family member who's a drug addict or things like this. I think your family tends to care about your future a lot, and they apply significant amounts of pressure to get you to stop and modify bad behavior. And this is why people tend to conceal bad behavior from their family, right? Because they know that they're going to do that.
Well, if it gets to a point where there's a lot of family pressure and they really, really want me to quit after, say, a year, they still encourage that I quit, then I will do that. I will quit.
Tiffany, you had something. Go ahead.
I just think you're kind of masking this OnlyFans career as something you're doing for your family when
Leave it.
you're really doing it for yourself.
Oh,